Hello, everybody. It's Daniel here, and this is our next Emotional English Podcast episode where we learn an English language effortlessly, emotionally, fulfilled with energy, and of course, positively. Yep, we're back. And today I want to share one more mini story with a moral, ethics stuff inside. Okay, that's a quite interesting story. And we're going to speak about cheating. Cheating. What is cheating? When you are cheating, you are lying to someone with some kind of personal benefit. Okay, that's the cheat. When you play computer games, you're using different cheat codes. You want to be better in the game, and you are using unlawful ways how to break the game and get the benefits out of it. There are some special cheat codes, right? And today's mini story is about cheating. And the moral should be discussed here, that cheating is not very good. Yeah, but before we start, I want to say a couple of words about the upcoming event. So there are two events which are coming up. The first event, it's 26th of March. I'm gonna perform in Garachi Cluj. So we have the Emotional English podcast event there in the Anti-Cafe. And another event in Moscow, the 1st of April, the Fool's Day celebration event, 3 hours. It's going to be a full big event with a lot of fun inside. Hope you guys come. So just if you guys are interested, just go to the website emotionalenglish.ru. And then go to the page events and reserve your seat now. We have only 20 seats available, so I don't want to have more than 20 people during the event because I want to have a big group, and we want to work with one group, not separated groups. So that's what I want to do. That's the announcement. So Emotional English Podcast event, 1st of April, from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. And it's Baumanskaya Station, Moscow City. Go now and reserve your seat, okay? So as for today's topic, we are coming back. And the name of our mini story called The Farmer and the Well. The Farmer and the Well. So I will read the text today for our English language learning purpose, right? And then I'll just go step by step. First of all, I'll do very slow reading, right? I will use a very slow motion. I will use the very slow speed. And then if we see something new, some new vocabulary, I go deeper. I go deeper to it, and then I'll describe you the word in a more simple way. And, I like to comment things while I'm reading. So, it's not the story the only. No, I want to give my own thoughts on it and discuss like I usually do it. Let's begin. And the first things first, right? And let's begin from the name of the story. The story is about the farmer and the well. So, well, it's a place where you can get your water, right? Let's imagine you live in the big city, right? So you don't have wells, but let's imagine you live in the village. And in the village, you don't have this system with water pipes, right? You need a well. And a well provides you some water source, right? So you have a bucket, you put the bucket into the well, and then you're getting your water from the well, okay? So that's what the well is. So it's the water source. And the farmer is just the person who is working on the farm, right? And let's go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 paragraphs here. I will stop after each, and then I'll ask you some questions about the mini story. Get ready and be prepared. I read very slowly for you guys who are just started our Emotional English podcast. And then I'll in the end of my podcast, I'll just read the whole thing with a very fast speed, because you should adapt to any type of speed, okay? Because English is an interesting thing, but you should adapt. People are different. They all speak with a different speed. I like to use my neutral speed of speaking, but sometimes I'm speeding up. Sometimes I'm just, dropping my speed down, and it's okay. Let's go. One day, a farmer was looking for a water source for his farm when he bought a well from his neighbor. The neighbor, however, was cunning. The next day, as the farmer came to draw water from his well, the neighbor refused to let him take any water. That's the end of the first paragraph. Now I go sentence by sentence, and I'm concentrating on it and describing it even further. One day, a farmer was looking for a water source for his farm. So there was a day, and the farmer was like, "Where is the water? Where is the water?" And he was looking for a water source for his farm when he bought a well from his neighbor. So he bought a well from his neighbor, right? And he was looking for it. He was looking for a well. Where is the well? Because I've just bought it. When you bought something, it's happened in the past, and it's the same as I buy something now. Let's say I buy something every day, and bought, I did it in the past. So the farmer bought a well from his neighbor. Who is the neighbor? The neighbor, it's a person who lives next to you, right? Let's imagine if you live in the building and you have, let's say I live on where I live. I live on the 7th floor. So I have two neighbors next to my flat, right? So my flat number is, let's imagine 144. And then I have the neighbor from the flat 145 and the neighbor from my flat 143. That's the math. Here you go. The neighbor. The neighbor, however, was cunning. That's a good phrase. So when the neighbor, it's the person who live close to you, was very cunning. What does it mean, cunning? Crafty, cunning, kind of sly, like a fox, When you're cunning, you're very smart, and you can use your smartness or your knowledge to cheat on people or to lie to someone with your own benefit. So this is a very bad thing, but cunning is not always bad. You should know that some people are cunning and they're winning life without big cheats, okay? Cunning is just a good quality, like a fox. Fox is pretty cunning. Sly. People say sly as a fox, right? Be sly as a fox, right? And be powerful as a bear. So the same. Cunning, it's this quality of, or your personality thing, right? Where you can use your knowledge to trick someone, to cheat, whatever. So, and in a good context, it's more about tricking. In a bad context, like our today's conversation, it's about cheating, okay? Not a good word. So the neighbor who lived near the farmer, he was cunning, right? He was cunning. The next day, as the farmer came to draw water from his well, the neighbor refused to let him take any water. So the next day, the farmer came to his well, right? And he wanted to draw water from his well because he bought it, right? But the neighbor refused to let him take any water. He said, "No, you cannot do it." Oh my goodness. He couldn't do it, the neighbor said. Why? Let's see the next paragraph. So I want you to see the picture. There was a farmer. He was looking for a water source. He bought the well from the neighbor. The neighbor was very cunning, very sly. And the next day, the farmer came to the to his well, right? He was planning to draw water from his well, but the neighbor said, "No, you couldn't do it. You cannot do it," he said. Okay. When the farmer asked why, the neighbor replied, "I sold you the well, not the water," and walked away. Distraught, the farmer went to the emperor to ask for justice. He explained what had happened. That's the end of the second paragraph. Let's go step by step, even deeper. When the farmer asked why I cannot use my well, I just bought it, he said, right? The neighbor replied, I sold you the well. So I sold you the construction of the well, not the water inside of the well, he said. I sold you the well, not the water. And he walked away. So the farmer walked away or the neighbor walked away. Of course, the farmer, no, actually the seller, the neighbor walked away, and then probably farmer walked away as well because he was rejected. Next, distraught, the farmer went to the emperor. What does it mean, distraught? When you distraught, you kind of distressed. You feel very bad. You're like, oh my God, you feel sad, right? And distraught, the farmer went to the emperor. So with a very negative mood, right? Not positive emotions inside of the farmer. And he went to the emperor to ask for justice. What does it mean, justice? Justice is like the fairness, right? He wanted to have a fair share. He wanted to have a fair deal because it's not fair, he said. Hey, I bought the well, but I cannot use it. What the, right? F word. What the heck? And that's kind of strange. So, and he was looking for justice, where you can find the justice. Nowadays, we have the special organizations. It's called courts, right? Courts, with a judge, prosecutor, and the lawyer or attorney, right? And inside of the court, people looking for justice. They want to be justified, right? They want to protect their rights. So, and in a negative mood, the farmer went to the emperor, right? Like the top leader of the country, and like Vladimir Putin in Russia, for example. And then they asked for justice. Hey, we need to solve the problem because my rights kind of were passed by, right? Or were broken. Not good. And he explained what had happened to the emperor. Okay. He explained, hey, I bought the well, but my neighbor, he just refusing an opportunity of mine, right, to get the water from my well. He's saying that, hey, you bought the well, not the water inside of it, not the water within it, right? And this is strange. This is strange. So what was the emperor reaction? Let's go deeper and let's check it out in the paragraph number 3. The emperor called on Birbal, one of his 9 and wisest courtiers. Birbal proceeded to question the neighbor. Why don't you let the farmer take water from the well? You did sell the well to the farmer? You did sell the well to the farmer, the question mark, right? So let's go a little bit deeper into it. The emperor called on Birbal. So see, the emperor calling on, it means, hey, you, Birbal, come to me, right? The emperor called on Birbal. Birbal, there is a problem, right? Who was Birbal? Birbal was one of his 9 and wisest courtiers. Courtier, it's a person who helps the king, right? And how many courtiers the emperor had? The emperor had 9 of these, and one of them, Birbal, was wisest. It means super smart one guy, right? Super smart guy. The emperor called on Birbal. Birbal, come to me. Comes to me, please. And one of his 9 and wisest courtiers came to the emperor. And Birbal proceeded to question the neighbor. So he started speaking with the neighbor, and he asked him 2 big questions. Question number 1 was, why don't you let the farmer take water from the well? Right? That was the question number 1. And the second question was, you did sell the well to the farmer, right? So that was these were very important questions to ask, right? Because did he sell it or not, and why he doesn't let the farmer take the water from the well? That's quite interesting. Here you go. So what the neighbor replied on it? Let's see. The neighbor replied, Birbal, I did sell the well to the farmer. So he answered the second question, right? You did sell the well to the farmer, and Birbal the neighbor answered, Birbal, I did sell the well to the farmer, but not the water within it. Okay. So he has no right to draw water from the well. Okay. So the neighbor was kind of very cunning, right? He was cunning and he cheated like that, right? He's like, okay, I would sell the well, but I wouldn't sell water. Oh my goodness. Okay. The neighbor replied, Birbal, I did sell the well to the farmer, but not the water within it. He has no right to draw water from the well. And the last paragraph describes us the end, right, of the story, the smart, the knowledge, the wise statement, what the Birbal is answering. So Birbal is saying, look, Mr. Neighbor, look, since you sold the well, you have no right to keep the water in the farmer's well. Either you pay rent to the farmer or take it out immediately. That was the answer of Birbal. Let's read it again. Birbal said, look, Mr. Neighbor, look at me. Since that moment, right? Since it's the moment in the past, since that moment in the past, you sold the well to the farmer. You have no right. It means you cannot. You have no right to keep the water in the farmer's well. Either you pay rent to the farmer, it's the one option, or take the water out immediately. It means right now, immediately. No wait, okay? You have no right. You pay rent or you take out the water immediately. All water. And it's kind of hard. it's hard to take the water out because it's almost unlimited source of water. Okay, it's like Minecraft. Have you been playing Minecraft? Okay, I hope not. Anyway, in Minecraft there is an option. You can make an infinite source of water. Right? You just place in 2 blocks. You place the water, and you can just get as more water as you can from it. It's the unlimited source. Why I'm saying it, I don't know, but just had it in my mind. So it just this thought appeared in my mind. Sorry about that. Anyway, realizing that his scheme had failed, the neighbor apologized and went home. So who was realizing? The neighbor. The neighbor was realizing, he realized that his scheme, what does it mean, scheme? Scheme, it's this cheating action, right? Scheme, pyramid scheme. It's the fraud scheme, right? People create schemes so much, and scheme, it's like it's a hidden cheating. Okay, hidden. It's a scheme. So realizing that his scheme had failed, the neighbor apologized and went home. That is the end of our story. So let's read the last paragraph one more time because I was disturbed with this stupid Minecraft thought in my mind. Let's read it again. So Birbal said, look, Mr. Neighbor, since you sold the well, you have no right to keep the water in the farmer's well. Either you pay rent to the farmer or take it out immediately. Realizing that his scheme had failed, the neighbor apologized and went home. Here you go. We got that, guys. We got that. So, what is the moral of the story, right? You can ask, what is the moral, Daniel? Here we go. The moral is pretty simple, and I want to discuss this topic nicely. The moral of the story is cheating will not get you anything. If you cheat, you will pay soon enough. That's what really matters. Just look at this. Cheating will not get you anything. So you will not have something big from cheating because you're lying to someone. You're doing a disrespectful act. And this is not good. If you cheat, you will pay soon enough. It means that you will have some troubles very soon. You will pay anyway. You will pay for things you've done. If you have done something bad, karma follows you day by day, and you pay. Sooner or later, you pay for it. Okay? So this is the moral. So it's better to not cheat. Okay? Better to avoid cheating. Do not cheat in life. It's important. Because cheating, it's lie with only a beneficial part, right? Do not create any schemes. Do not lie to others, because lie is very distractful. It is killing or destroying relationships. It's a very bad activity. Kids, they can cheat, but then when you growing up, right? When you a grown up man, you can think of it deeply, and you can say that it's not good because you have enough knowledge, you have enough ideas in your mind. And I think it's pretty fair. Okay, that's the end of our today's conversation. As for me and my life, guys, I will share some thoughts with you. Last 2 weeks, I'm not very productive, to be honest. So my micro-habiting activity is kind of fucked up right now. I'm not getting enough sleep every day. I got some insomnia. Insomnia, it's the moment when you cannot sleep well during the night. And it's kind of interconnected with my breakup. And that's just... It's just life, you know. I should go through it, and I should feel a little better. You know, couple days, not days, like 1 week ago, I had a little depression on Friday, and I got rid of it. And I'm overwhelming myself with a lot of training and a lot of training sessions. And that's kind of disturbing as well, because when you have a lot of pressure on you, you feel not very stable, you feel not very good. And if you guys have some troubles with your routine, it's okay too. You just need to think about one important thing, about one important thought. I would share it with you. So I don't want to blame myself for the actions I'm having right now. I want to accept these actions and analyze them. With that said, I'm coming back to my routine step by step gradually. So I haven't, let's say, I haven't lost the whole thing, right? But I've done enough to create pretty stable routine, right? With other mind activities, right? So I'm pretty stable with my training, right? I'm pretty stable with my work activities, right? I'm pretty stable with my cleaning activity. So the first idea I've got not so long time ago, it was to keep your room clean, to keep your apartment clean in a good shape. And you know, while I'm practicing this type of routine, it definitely makes my life better day after day. I feel the influence of this very small mechanism, because Buddhist people, they believe in one simple idea. If you have a dirty room, if you have garbage around you, it means that you have garbage in your mind. So physical world interconnected with your mental world or with your spiritual world, right? So if you have the distraction here and now on your table, on your desk, if you have dust, if you have a dusty table or desk, you should start from your desk, because when you transform your material possessions, when you just cleaning it up or when you getting rid of it, you're becoming a better person in the material world and in your spiritual world as well. So you're rinsing, you're cleaning your mind that way. Yeah. Okay, but actually everything is fine. I'm completely good. I'm coming back to my routine activities, and you know what? Commit, never quit. If you do have an activity with your English and you do it rapidly and you do it consistently, not rapidly, rapid things, to do things fast, it's not very nice. When you do it consistently, it's very good. Just keep doing it. Keep doing it. Keep working on your English. Listen to the podcast as more as you can. Listen to other podcasts as well. Listen to YouTube episodes, right? It's all very good for you guys. It's all very good. So lots of love to you all, guys. Thank you for being with us today. And if you are ready to participate our Emotional English Podcast episode offline, so during the event, so just go to the website emotionalenglish.ru and reserve your seat now. And the 1st of April from 1 p.m. until 4 p.m. Moscow Baumanskaya Station, subway station, right? Metro station. And let's stay in touch. Have an amazing day. Kiss you all. Bye.